Sometimes hosting can be a little bit stressful and you always have to have a plethora of drink options. And I'm not the best at mixing different cocktails, and that's where Sun Cruiser comes in. Sun Cruiser is a refreshing iced tea and vodka drink. It's a non-carbonated, so no bubbles fill you up or have you burping, and it's only 100 calories. It's so easy when people come over to just offer them drinks that already taste good, easy cleanup. Here you go, no mixing, no adding chasers. And Sun Cruiser inspires good times and it brings the sunny vibes to you. So no matter where you're hosting, if you're in an apartment this fall or you're in a house and it's getting chilly, it's still summer vibes with Sun Cruiser. So crack one open today and let the good times cruise. Hey gorgeous gigglers, you know I love changing up my look, but it really takes a toll on my hair health. To keep it looking gorgeous, I use K18's Viral Molecular Repair Mask. It reverses damage in just 4 minutes, so I get strong, soft, bouncy hair again with just one use. I love it, stylists trust it, and their patented science is legit. Pop by your nearest Sephora to discover my K18 favorite. Or try it 10% off with code GIGGLY on your first order at K18hair.com. That's code GIGGLY at K18hair.com.
Sup, gigglers?
Gary, fix the Wi-Fi.
Manifest that
We can't be managed. I mean, the day just got away from me.
Lois, do you want to say something on the pod?
Giggly squad.
Are you saying what's up, gigglers?
What's up,
Now let's say it louder.
What's up, gigglers? Go, gigglers.
Yay! How y'all doing? Paige and I just came back from Texas, and we've saved at least 22 minutes off our lives by saying y'all instead of you guys.
I'm going to be honest, I feel like I didn't meet enough people with like thick accents. Like, here's one thing about me. When we go to different parts of the country, I'm cosplaying. I want the full effect. Like, I want all the stereotypes. I want to be in the mix.
Well, tell them what happened when you took a photo in the elevator.
We like touched down in Texas and we're at like our first venue and I'm trying to like get in the elevator to take a picture, and one of the maintenance guys that like works at the venue was like, where y'all trying to go? Like he was gonna help me with the elevator, and I just like instinctually said back, oh, no problem, sir, I'm just taking a picture. And then I was like, I'm so sorry, your culture is not my costume. I apologize.
We get down to Texas and I'm so excited because I put together an outfit like cute farm girl cunty, like could not be more what a stereotype of what I think someone in Texas dresses like. But I thought they were going to accept me with open arms. Walk in, everyone's dressed like the club and I'm here looking like
Annie, get your gun.
Annie, get your damn gun. And everyone was like, what are you doing? And I was like, I brought a cowbell.
Yeah, you were like,
what's going
I'm
on?
living in Texas. Like, what are you doing?
Shout out to Texas for being the first state that the Izzy Trash guy got booed off stage. That's never happened in the history of Izzy Trash.
In the history of Giggly Squad. And let's just crunch some numbers really quickly.
Which we've never done either.
The sentence,
Never.
let me crunch some numbers quickly.
No number has ever been crunched on Giggly Squad.
Has it been misappropriated? Absolutely. Has it been crunched? Negative. Okay, this is our second tour. We are almost done with our second tour, and we have done like 50
Over 40.
Okay, let's just say 50 cities so far. Last year, let's say we did another let's just say we did another 50.
30.
We'll just
40.
round up.
We don't know. We actually have no idea what's going on.
For the sake of the story, let's just say we've performed Giggly Squad 80 times. 80 to 100 times. Never in the history of Giggly Squad has a man been booed off of stage. Have I been like, you're actually for serious annoying me, like leave the stage.
Has men sorry,
No, great question.
Continue.
Has men have they? Phenomenal question to bring up. And never in the history of Giggly Squad has a man said, no, I'm not coming on stage.
And that was the other show. Okay, Texas. I have so much to say about Texas. This is the problem. There's a lot of problems going on. I got an abortion in the bathroom, came out, and
I was like, why are you looking at me weird?
look at me, man. The men, have there been booze on Giggly Squad? Yes. There's always booze. If I'm doing my job well, that man will be booed. Do I want him to get stoned? No. And will I break him down to build him back up? Yes. I have, like, it's an art form we're doing with Izzy Trash. I know how to navigate the crowd and the guy and keep it all
copacetic.
No one gets hurt. That was the word. That was literally the exact word I wanted to say, but I could never come up with that word. Copacetic.
I'm not entirely sure on what it means, but
no, but it's perfect for the moment. This man comes up, and I think he was like blackout, which is funny because the boys never get blackout
because
in Giggly Squad because they're scared.
Stay alert.
They need to stay alert. They don't know what's about to happen. They don't
definitely
feel safe.
Stay woke. And stay alert when you're at Giggly Squad and you have a penis.
And that I want the boys at a club to feel like how girls normally feel at a club.
We have an escape plan at all times in our life. The only time you don't need an escape plan as a woman is at Giggly Squad. The bathrooms are ours. Yes. It is as if the outside world, we've had the men go extinct and there's only like one or two in the crowd that we're procreating with. You know, like that's how we're keeping the world alive.
So this man comes up drunk. And also cocky. Like he was like I asked him a question. He's like, well, repeated it back to me. And I was like, oh no. But then the crowd was like, I guess like he showed enough disrespect that the crowd was like, we're not going to even let Hannah and Paige deal with this. Like we're dealing with this to the point that I was like, guys, it's okay. We got it. And the crowd was like, get him.
We didn't even get it. We didn't even get a question out.
I didn't get one question out for him. He gets kicked out. Then the next show in Austin, I see a douchebag, third row, and I said, are you a boyfriend? They said yes. I said, babe, come up. And he shakes his head no. Now a lot of guys do this, and I go, look at you acting shy. Get your ass up here. He's like, no, I'm not coming up. And I'm like, okay, I've never felt rejection like this before. And I looked at him and I was like, I'm not going to be mean, which obviously is a lie, but I was like, I got you. Like, we do this every show. Like, you came to the show. This is the one thing you can do is entertain the gigglers. And he wouldn't come up. And then you had a conspiracy theory.
My conspiracy theory was one of two things. One, he's like so shy that it like he would have literally had a panic attack. And that I support. Like, he didn't want to get into musical theater. And that's fine. I support not getting involved. Or he was so scared of what our questions were, and we don't go that hard. Like, we're not trying to like break them, and we certainly don't do anything that would like actually jeopardize your relationship. I think he was like scared we were like actually gonna go hard and be like, let me see the last DM you sent, or like let me see the last text, and that's why I think he didn't come up. But also, again, I just made all of that up. So.
But also, you're right. You've never been wrong.
I've literally never been wrong ever, but.
Period. But it's funny because we're like, we're not going to go through your phone. But then the guy that comes up, I ask them, like, what's the background of your phone? And this guy pulls out, like, a whole to-do list that's on his background. So and I go, give me the phone, babe. And I look at it. And I'm like, first of all, I literally put my hands on his shoulder because I have a inspirational quote on my phone, and I was like, we've both been through dark times,
which you've had for like a couple years now.
I've had it because I'm a little superstitious, so when things started going well, I was like, I can't change the quote, but it still is like the most depressing quote on my phone.
You're such a sports person. Like, that wouldn't even run through my mind.
No, if I change my background, the whole world would collapse. So everyone,
it's the butterfly effect. Yeah, you're like,
you're welcome. And I also like to see it to be like how far we've come so that when I'm sad, I'm like, remember when you were sad? Remember when you were sad? So anyway, the first thing it says is like, be grateful. So I'm like, oh, this is dark. And then he said the most manly. She was like, when you're not doing anything, do push-ups or squats. Just do it. And I'm like, okay, toxic masculinity. Damn. And then my favorite was, by Friday, fix your finances.
And it was so wholesome and so... That actually made me like love him. I was like, that's so cute and stupid.
But then he goes, set therapy appointment. And then the following week, set another therapy appointment. I go, you're so close. Let's just set it to weekly so you don't have to keep setting one each week. But you're so close.
Like pick one day that your therapist has that slot open and you're in there weekly.
Yeah.
But no, it was so cute. I will say 52 shows it's done me in. I'm emotionally drained. I can't pick out another outfit. I paged Sorbo on November 19th at 10:30 a.m. I cannot do it. I cannot put together another
You've been sucked
fire
dry.
outfit. It's literally, I have nothing left in me. I have no more clothes. I've literally exhausted.
Okay, but can I just explain how Paige is? This is her Tuesday. But come Friday when we have to be in Miami, this is going to have it together.
I'm like, wait till you see my outfits tonight.
Throughout the tour, Paige will be like, I can't do it anymore. And then she'll like get a good Diet Coke and be like, life is worth living.
That Diet Coke in Dallas saved my life. That Diet Coke in Dallas saved my life.
She was taking photos of it. I was like, this
I'm
is
going to
dark.
post that Diet Coke because nothing hit the way that Coke did.
Wait. Can you explain? Wait, what?
I need to bring something to the forefront to compliment you and say a personality trait that I don't think people know about you. And I've recently learned it, and it's quickly become my favorite thing about you. Like I'll never go to another person for this specific situation.
I have no idea what you're gonna say.
Hannah has this crazy ability that in any city we're in, she will find you the best breakfast place. Like no ifs, ands, or buts. Like you land, your room's not ready. That's fine. Hannah Berner's gonna take you to the most fire brunch you've ever had.
Wait, no, people don't know this about me
at all.
People don't know this about, because people be like, oh, Hannah's not fun, like she doesn't do coke and she doesn't party.
Okay, I said it one time.
I party, but I party with pancakes to the face. Like I'm dancing. I know exactly what to order. I will find like in the middle of nowhere when I'm driving from like city to city the perfect brunch spot, and like I have an eye for diners. Like I can tell when it's shit.
No, Hannah, you have an eye for a diner.
And it's like it can't be taught. So like anyone listening, it's either have it or you don't.
And you want to know what? I don't have it, and that's fine because you have it.
And I don't mean to like promote capitalism right now, but like I still with Yelp. Mm-hmm. And you've made fun of me before. I pull out my Yelp.
Yep.
I put breakfast spots, and then I'm looking at it, and I'm looking through the photos. I'm looking through the reviews.
You're going through vibes. You do it energetically. I see their aura. Mm-hmm. So there was a place in Dallas, but Paige had to walk like 4 blocks, and I was like, she's gonna have a fit, like literally a toddler. So like second block, she's like, Hannah, where are you taking us? And we see like one shop that has pink bows, and she's like, can we stop by the pink bow place? And I'm like, focus, we're going to food. She goes, are you sure it's not that place? I'm like, no, it's not the place with the pink bows. That was you were fighting for your life, and you were like, go towards the pink bows. No, that's not where we're going. I was fighting for my life.
And then we get there, and we order pancakes. Happiest she's ever been. She was like, I love tour.
I've started doing this really weird thing. It's not weird, it's actually genius, where I convince myself, because I always want eggs, but I also always want pancakes. So I convince myself that if I order pancakes for the table, it's not like me getting pancakes. But then I've noticed that Hannah and Grace have literally never once touched the pancakes for the table. And I, in fact, am continuously getting 2 entrees.
I do have to say pancakes for the table is a power move.
It's everyone should be doing that at brunch.
I'm obsessed with it. Pancakes for the table, because it's like bread for the table.
Exactly. It's extra bread for the table.
Or like a little dessert to dabble in. Also, do not tell me I could get one drink. When you get to brunch, you need your water because you need to hydrate. You need your orange juice or Coke, whatever your juice or soda of choice is. And you need
a coffee.
Your caffeine. So I want to drown myself in liquids before the eggs even come. Yeah. And that's just the law.
You and Grace always get the same order.
Grace and I are very connected.
You're very connected.
Do you remember how I was when like I went up to go to the bathroom, and you leave your 2 friends who, like, you don't know if they're alone too much together, and I go, maybe you guys could talk about Grey's Anatomy. And then I walked away.
Me and Grace have a different type of relationship than you and Grace. Like,
she's like protective of you.
She's very protective of me, and she's very like weary that I'm gonna like break out into like hysterics. Like I'm either gonna cry or freak them. Like there's really no in between for me on tour.
Where Grace and I will just whisper to be like, how's Paige doing today? Is she in a mood? I had to warn her one morning. I was like, Paige is going to hate my outfit tonight, so just mentally prepare. She's not going to be happy. And Grace was like, are you serious? And I'm like, just letting you know. And it was so funny because it was the one outfit that I was like, Paige is going to like, it's going to ruin her night. And like, she doesn't even know that her night's going to be ruined, and it's because of me. And then I put on this outfit. You turn to me and you go, hey, it's kind of cute. And I was like, that? You like the full plaid fit. You loved it.
We've also started this entire bit that like any city we go to, why is it any city that you're in that you don't live in, everything is so cute. No,
New Yorkers, when we visit any other city, will like literally see a sign post and we'll be like, wait, that's literally so cute.
Like I feel like living in New York City and then going to any other city, you don't feel like it's, even though New York is considered like a small city, I don't think of any other city in the country.
I don't think New York's considered a small city.
I mean, like geography wise. Like it's 12 miles.
Oh,
it has like
crunching numbers.
Sorry, crunching numbers. In New York City is 12 miles and it has like 8 million people. But when I go to other cities, I always think it's smaller than New York City. Like any other city, I'm like, oh, this is a small town. Like when I'm in Chicago, I'm like, oh, cute small town vibes.
So cute. Everything is cute. We'll literally get like a plate and I'll be like, this is the cutest plate. We love little things in other places. But you know what it is? We never leave the hotel. So when we leave the hotel and there's like a little bit of sunshine, we're like, okay, cute.
What's that job called when you like...
Make stuff up on the microphone, podcasting, when you just talk at each other, don't say anything.
What's the job called when it's like the study of people?
Sociology.
Okay, I feel like because we've traveled to the country, like I could meet anyone and be like, you're from this part of the country.
This is how like we may start becoming psychics, like especially with Izzy Trash. When guys come up, because we've asked so many questions, we know based on like the shirt they're wearing, if they have an Apple Watch, what kind of socks, how they do their hair. We know like what career they have, what kind of like personality they have.
I've even guessed some men's names right before. We're sociologists.
This is a scientific podcast. Speaking of science, have you heard about the water aliens? Are they on your algorithm?
They sure freaking are.
Why is no one talking about it?
No, this is the craziest thing. Like, It's not a conspiracy theory. Like they said, hey, there's some people and they live in the ocean.
This is why they're pushing Domingo so hard right now on SNL, because they're trying to distract us from the water aliens.
Shout out Marcelo.
Shut up, Marcelo. No, there's
Shout out Marcelo and his start, which was Hannah Berner's bachelorette party. Like, I don't think he's like remembering his roots and where he came from. And it was Hannah's bachelorette party in which we convinced him to do that set to like become a comedian, and now on SNL. We're also managers and agents.
If you're wondering who the girls are behind Marcelo,
It's us.
it's Giggling Squad.
Like, it was literally us. We took a chance on an unknown kid and we said, you're a star. we
took a
crank out
chance.
talent. I mean, we just
Look, we have an eye for these things.
We sure do.
And we have an eye for humor. Yeah, the water aliens.
like, hello.
What are we gonna do? What are we gonna? Are they cool? Are they not? Like, I need some more
I'd
information.
love to think they are cool. I've heard like then I've like gotten on conspiracy theory TikTok of like what
Yeah.
their demeanor is, what they're like, where they're from, like all this weird shit.
We have to see like who's talking about them. Like, is it their friends talking about them? Because then they're cool. But if it's their enemies, then obviously the enemies would talk on them.
Here's the
Like-
thing. Here's why I am going with the thought of like that they're cool is because like they've been in the sky. Like they've seen, like they're saying
Are
that
they in
like
the sky or the water?
they're saying that like their little contraption things that they're in or whatever have gone up into the sky and then they go back down and they live under the water. So it's like they've seen us, they know about us, and they're like, we have no interest. And it's kind of cunt.
In the current climate, we're gonna go under the water. So they have like a whole town underwater, like Atlantis.
I don't know.
Are they hot?
I just feel like they see us and they're like, ew. Like they're New Yorkers going to any other city. They're like, cute, but I'd never live here.
That's so bad.
It's literally me going anywhere in the Midwest. I'm like, so cute. I have no interest.
Yeah, I was watching this alien abduction thing on Netflix about how this woman was like, she's like this Italian woman that was just like, one day the aliens like put something in my nose and they did an x-ray and there's like a little thing in my nose and they're like
What?
tracking me.
Are you ever pushed to the point where you're like, where is all my money actually going? Well, you'll be shocked to learn that the average US consumer makes about 70 payments per month. There's no way you would be able to track that on your own. That's why you need Rocket Money. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that empowers you to save more, spend less, and take control of your financial life. Rocket Money can help you set up custom budgets by identifying top spending categories and suggesting areas where you can adjust your spending habits. They'll calculate your monthly spending allowance and alert you when you're going close to being over budget. So you'll see where you can spend less and spend more. Rocket Money has over 5 million happy members and has saved its users over $1 billion across all of the app's features. So let Rocket Money help you reach your financial goals faster. Get Rocket Money today at rocketmoney.com/giggly squad. That's rocketmoney.com/giggly squad. rocketmoney.com/giggly squad. I feel like we're hearing so much about our food and what we're eating and if it's even healthy for us. That's why Thrive Market is something I honestly never think about, but in a good way. Their food is certified organic always, and Thrive Market studies every label to search for the best wholesome ingredients that have been vetted for safety. This is why you don't have to spend hours reading the back of ingredient labels or even thinking about where you're getting your food from. They restrict thousands of ingredients that are found at conventional grocery stores. And every single product is vetted by their team of experts. Thrive Market is definitely on a mission to make healthy and sustainable living easy and affordable for everyone. They seek out brands and products that follow ethical practices, including fair pay and treatment for workers. They have strict quality standards and safe working conditions. Your membership even sponsors one family in need. So if you want to shop at a grocery store that actually cares for your health, go to thrivemarket.com/giggly for 30% off your first order, plus a free $60 gift. That's THRIVE market.com/giggly. thrivemarket.com/giggly. Okay, so I have a real life story that just happened to me in Chicago. So Hannah and I were there for Giggly Squad, and Hannah's mom came, and obviously Lois. And Lenore Burner looked so cute in her outfit, and I was like, where is your outfit from? And she was like, oh my God, the whole thing is Quince. She had the most adorable maxi cashmere sweater dress on. It was this like ivory color. It was gorgeous. And I obviously knew Quince was known for their Magnolian cashmere sweaters, but she also had on this gorgeous matching cardigan. Quince has everything. They have denim, they have leather jackets. Quince's items are priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands, and they only work with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices. And of course, premium fabrics and finishes for luxury feel in every piece. So get cozy in Quince's high-quality wardrobe essentials. Go to quince.com/giggly for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/giggly to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/giggly. Listen up, because I have the perfect gift for people when you don't know what to get them. I have gifted Aura frames so many times. I gifted them to Craig's parents last year. It was the perfect gift, and I was literally racking my brain because I just could not come up with any ideas for a good gift. Aura frames are seamless and easy to use. You add photos with an app with unlimited storage. It's so easy for your older relatives and easy to set up for them. You can take your favorite holiday photo that you would share with your loved ones and the story behind it and just upload it to Aura, and then it will always play when their Aura is on. It helps you interact with your family and friends. And if you have any family members that are bad at technology, Aura is the perfect thing for them. And it's so easy to set up. It's so easy to add pictures. And it really is such a fun conversation starter. For a limited time, visit auraframes.com and get $45 off Aura's best-selling Carver matte frames by using promo code GIGGLY at checkout. That's AURA frames.com. Promo code GIGGLY. This exclusive Black Friday Cyber Monday deal is the best of the year, so don't miss out. Terms and conditions apply. Okay, when I'm thinking about what I'm getting people for the holidays, I always think of, well, what comes in a set? And you can find the most perfect holiday sets at skims.com. When I saw that Skims launched their holiday shop, I feel like I finally got into the Christmas spirit and I was ready to decorate my apartment. Everyone I know is getting Skims for the holidays. I just got like their winter matching bra and underwear set, and they're so cute. It like actually makes me want to go skiing, even though I'm deathly afraid of going skiing again. But there's nothing like a matching set to get me into the holiday spirit. The winter set that I got from Skims is the Fits Everybody Scoop bralette. They're adorable, and obviously I got the matching underwear. They come in the cutest little boxes, and they're just the perfect little stocking stuffer. You can get the cheeky briefs or whatever style you prefer. So shop Skims Holiday Shop at skims.com. Available in styles for women, men, kids, and even pets. If you haven't yet, be sure to let them know we sent you. After you place your order, select podcast in the survey and select Giggly Squad in the drop-down menu that follows.
Hi, this is Jonathan Fields, host of The Good Life Project, where each week I talk to listeners about investing in their future by increasing their own vitality. But when it comes to those financial goals, whether it be saving for a home renovation, growing your child's college fund, or travel, life can make it difficult to stay the course. By working with a dedicated Merrill advisor, you get a personalized plan and a clear path forward. Having the bull at your back helps your whole financial life move with you. So when your plans change, Merrill's with you every step of the way. Go to ml.com/bullish to learn more. Merrill, a Bank of America company. What would you like the power to do? Investing involves risk. Merrill Lynch, Pierce, Fenner & Smith Incorporated, registered broker-dealer, registered investment advisor, member SIPC.
Can I just say one thing about the internet? the internet was supposed to bring truth to the world, and somehow nothing is accurate. And everything's, I mean, look at like let's talk about.
Hannah, nothing's real.
Let's talk about Mike Tyson and Jake Paul.
Rigged. Not a real thing.
Like, I'm happy that Mike Tyson got $20 million. I didn't have to see elder abuse on my TV.
I feel like, okay, this is also so crazy. Me, Hannah, and Grace were in, where were we?
We were driving.
We were driving from some city in Texas to another city in Texas. I literally can't even tell you. And everyone makes fun of my iPad, but hey, we watched the fight on my iPad, and this is gonna be crazy. We used a hotspot, and Hannah literally thought it was aliens.
Wait, so I don't believe in hotspots?
Hannah does not believe in hotspots.
I have a question. If my internet wasn't working today and we wanted to do this Zoom,
Could you hotspot?
could I have used a hotspot? Could I have used it?
Yeah.
Like, would it have worked for a Zoom?
Yeah.
Like, does it max out? Like, it could do a Zoom?
It could do a Zoom.
Could I download a video?
Yeah, you could probably download.
Could
a
I
video.
contact a water alien? Okay, so my toxic trait is I think I could do a Mike Tyson impression. Look, Jake Paul's gonna die. I'm a killer, and I'm gonna kill him, and that's just what happens. And I love my pigeons, and I love my daughter, and I think I have a son. I'm not sure. And look, they're gonna die. I can't help it.
That's pretty good.
I can't help it.
It's also just like he has a lisp. No one's talking about it. No one talks about it.
I'm just doing my Andrew Collin
No
with
one's
a higher octave. No, but that's why I was scared, because Jake Paul comes in all flashy. His brother's spraying him with whatever they're promoting.
I had to look up what that was because it was, which is probably exactly what they wanted you to do.
Yeah.
It was like a spray deodorant.
Whatever. It's a spray deodorant, and they're milking it, and they have cars and explosions. They had pigeons in a box.
I just loved being on TikTok after, and like all the girls just being like, oh, women are so emotional. And it's just a picture of Jake Paul rolling in on like that car. It's like, we're so dramatic. Okay.
Yeah. And then Mike Tyson shows up just himself in a ripped black shirt, and I'm like, I'm out. Like,
Yeah.
I'd be so scared.
I would have been peeing my pants.
Also, when I found out that Mike Tyson doesn't brush his teeth, I was like,
That's insane behavior.
that's the same behavior, and that's why like would not want to fight him.
No.
Not that. So then they start fighting, and at first we're like, okay, Mike, it's 58, he can't fight. But then everyone's saying like he didn't do one uppercut,
Yep.
which is his known move.
I've heard stories that in the contract it said that Mike Tyson
No uppercut.
could not perform any uppercuts and could not knock him out in the first round. I think that he would have been knocked out in the first round, but if they went to 8 rounds, they were going to
Yeah.
get more money, and Mike Tyson wanted the money. And I
Good for him.
I stand with you.
Well, that little girl interviewed Mike Tyson. It was so cute, and she was like, Mike Tyson, what does this mean for your legacy? And he was like, legacies are made up, and we're all gonna die and be underground someday. And she was like, oh, I never thought about it that way.
She's like, perfect. Thank you.
That girl quit her job, and she was going to be a future sports reporter. And he went to the dark side with her. But anyway, long story short, I'm just sick of fake shit. Can we get back to being real?
Hannah, I'm so glad you said that because I had the exact same feeling the other day where I was just like,
I'm sick of marketing.
I'm like,
stop.
is anything real?
Everything's clickbait. Everything is clickbait nowadays. And I'm so sick of it.
Okay, well then you know what? This is a perfect time for me to call myself out because a couple of pods ago I was on here like complaining about rage bait, and I was just like, what is rage bait? Like this, like it's like really annoying me, and it's like a made up thing and blah blah blah. I posted a picture yesterday in my grid that was a bunch of things in a TSA bin. Now,
I was going to ask you about
someone
this.
commented and said, lipstick cap off, you know about rage bait. Now, I was not aware that that was something that was infused in rage bait, like taking your lipstick cap off. Also, guys, I want to preface, I I did not take that at the actual TSA line, you freaks. How could I have possibly gotten that iconic shot? If you think that me and my assistant aren't over here thinking of new aesthetics and cute things, I ordered a TSA bin on Amazon. All my TSA bin pics, like if you ever see a TSA bin pic where it's like cute aesthetic accessories, I have a TSA bin and I take it in my
Paige,
living room.
You're the problem.
No, I know. That's why I'm being truthful and honest.
I love that you're open and honest about that, but you ordering a TSA bin on Amazon is the craziest. That's up there with the girls taking photos in the private jets. That's just one chair in Hollywood, like in a street.
I think those pictures are.
No, it looks so
cute.
I did comment. I was like, that's why you took so long in TSA.
Yeah, like I could have never gotten that in TSA. I'm throwing in different bags. We're doing different shoes. We're like, I'm playing. I'm over here playing.
So I commend you for
Thank you.
not only understanding what rage bait is, but then
Participating in it.
participating.
Just trying to immerse myself in the culture so that I really know.
And that shows how you can learn and change perspective on something and embrace it, things that you previously hated. So maybe you're bringing the world together in this political climate. So Grace posted a bunch of stuff on Instagram and you commented, take down this photo.
Yeah.
Then Grace told me that you can go in and take down a photo after posting.
You can so I'm connected to the Giggly Squad account. So I was like, what am I doing? Waiting for Grace to take down this horrible photo. Let me go onto the account. And you can delete I think you can only delete in like the carousel of like however many are in the dump. I want to say you can only delete the first one, but I might be wrong. I think you can go in and delete other ones.
I had no idea.
That was like
a woman in STEM.
Yeah, feature that was updated like a little bit ago.
I have a pitch for the next Emily in Paris.
Okay.
Because I heard that, well, my mom's watching it. She loves it.
Yeah.
And I know she's in Paris. And then they're kind of running out of ideas. So they brought her to Italy.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see Emily in Pittsburgh. I want to see Emily go to a regular city, which actually Pittsburgh has beautiful water.
Just a town.
Canals.
Just like
Just a town. I want to see Emily meeting the guy who is a plumber and flirting with him and doing marketing for Pittsburgh's
Steelers.
Steelers. I want to see Emily in Pittsburgh next. I'm sick of this glamorous. Let's bring it back to the States. America needs you right now, Emily.
Because you want to know what? Nothing's real. Nothing is real.
You still haven't watched The Substance with Demi Moore, have you?
I haven't, but you want to know what? I started like the first 5 minutes of it and I fell asleep.
I do have to say, it's not a chill movie. It's a movie that like...
Well, when it started, here's the thing that I don't like when it some movies, they don't preface that it's super artsy. Like the way it's shot.
There should be a warning.
There should be some type of warning.
They go, hey, this is some artsy bullshit.
Yeah, like I need a warning like, hey, we're going to sing more than 2 songs. Thank you. I'm out. Hey, it's going to be shot from like a different angle lens that you rarely see. Thank you so much. I'm out. Like,
what did Craig, the DP, think of their video direction?
He wasn't around. I couldn't get his professional opinion.
It's the kind of thing you're going to watch and then you have to turn to the person next to you and like you're going to have a strong opinion on it. Like the internet is divided. So I think everyone should watch it.
I will say Demi Moore is legit aging backwards. I want to know what she's done. And like, can we talk about Christina Aguilera? Because like, is that her?
Well, Christina Aguilera and Lindsay Lohan both sacrificed the blood of orphans and injected it into their
bodies.
spine.
Yeah.
And then they now look like they're 17.
Yeah. Like, how does Christina Aguilera look like that? Like, for serious, what, like, I need her to say what she did. Like, I feel like she definitely went on Ozempic for, like, a little bit. But, like, how?
The stem cells of baby toads.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Technology is getting, like, scary. But I do have to say, And someone on, I don't know who said it, but it's important on TikTok. It wasn't me. They said, would you rather look weird but young?
Look weird but young. Okay.
Like you look young but you look off.
Okay.
or just look a little bit like you aged.
A little bit like I aged. I don't want to look weird.
I can't wait to look old. And we talk about this
you're
all the
so
time.
Excited.
I want to be one of those interesting older women that wears thick
Big
glasses.
Yeah.
Big glasses. And it's honestly one of the hardest parts of my life is that I have 20/20 vision. So I can't, and I really get overstimulated when I have glasses on. I feel like
you
I'm
can't
like, take it off.
You can't. If you ever see Hannah in sunglasses, seriously
I'm fighting for my
stare
life.
because they will be off in the next 5 seconds. You've caught a rare moment where she has them on.
See.
Yeah, she
I walked
can't
into
see.
a car.
The other day she was trying to put her seatbelt on and she couldn't click it, and she was like, "It's because I have sunglasses on."
I couldn't see. I also wear the cheapest sunglasses, but I want to be an older woman with a big smock.
Okay.
And big, thick, like tortoiseshell or like bright green glasses.
Yeah.
And then like gray short hair or like a bob moment.
Okay.
And I'm busy.
Okay.
Like I'm yelling at someone on the phone.
Yeah.
And I have like cool jewelry that I got in like Milan.
Yeah.
And then in my trip to South America.
Yeah. And you just have a story for like everything that's in your home. You have like a story behind it. It's not just like tchotchkes. It's like it has.
And I curse.
Depth.
I curse, but it's hilarious. Like everyone's like, watch out, grandma's. Oh, there's the F-bomb.
And you have like 3 grandkids.
And let's be honest, by that time, Des will have passed.
Yeah. Oh,
and
that's.
I will have a rotating suitors, and no one's allowed to tell the suitors that there are other suitors. So when they come in, they think their grandma's only one. And I said, don't tell them that grandma saw someone different last night.
Yeah. You want to be Martha Stewart, but like a little bit more eclectic.
Yes, eclectic Martha Stewart.
And that's your vibe.
And that's my vibe. What's your vibe going to be?
My hair is gonna be dark. Mine will be dyed. I will go every 6 weeks and get my grays touched up.
Or they'll come to your home. Because you will not go outside.
You want to know what? At some point, I will build a salon in my home. Like at some point, there will be like chairs that you can get your hair washed in my home. There will be like a spot where like a masseuse can come. I'll definitely have like a steam room and a sauna. Like at some point in my life, you could never leave my home and be fine. Like that is my dream. My dream is to have such a successful life that inside my home, I never need to leave.
You have your own Atlantis in your home.
Yes.
You are a water alien of your mansion. I love that for you.
Thank you.
Not to bring politics up, but what's a cabinet?
Who cleans it? Who stocks it?
Why are there cabinets, and are they organized? Are they in the house, in the White House? Are they not in the White House? Are they in with the water aliens?
If we had a cabinet, who would be in it?
Great question.
First and foremost, Grace Battle. Grace would be
Snoop
head of
Dogg.
our cabinet.
Head of the cabinet.
Snoop Dogg would be there for just like general vibes.
Then Butter and Daphne.
I'm putting Martha Stewart in my cabinet.
Obviously.
For sure.
Cardi B. Domingo.
Domingo would 100% be in our cabinet. Matthew
Who else is in
McConaughey, just for like a little structure. Just for like someone to really lean on in hard times.
You love Matthew McConaughey.
I'm obsessed with Matthew McConaughey. I've always loved Matthew McConaughey, and I think I feel very connected to him because we share a birthday.
I didn't know that. Scorpio Kings. Who else would be in it?
I actually share a birthday with Bethany Frankel, Matthew McConaughey, and I want to say Oprah.
Wow.
Let me look that up though, because I could have literally made that up. When is
no one would say
Oprah's birthday? Yep, I made that up. January 29th is her birthday. Whatever. I'll ride with Matthew McConaughey and Bethany Frankel. What a fucked up trio that would be. How insane. The holiday season can be stressful, but not with Nordstrom. They have a gift for everyone on your list, including yourself. Discover the best gifts and party dresses for festivities this holiday season. Get festive fashion advice from Nordstrom experts for free in stores, online, and the Nordstrom app. They have gifts for everyone. Stocking stuffers, gifts under $100, gift cards. Give whoever is on your list the perfect gift. The gift of choice. Gift cards let them explore Nordstrom on their own time. Explore more at Nordstrom in stores or online at Nordstrom.com or download the Nordstrom app. I'm always trying to get healthier, and whether it's your New Year's resolution or randomly during the year, you're like, this is the day I start to get healthier. Why don't you give Symbiotica a try next time? They're the only thing that I can always count on to consistently keep my health in check. They have these easy to take liposomal packets that make your supplements easy and quick to take. I genuinely trust Symbiotica with their ingredients, and there's so many supplements that contain harmful additives, but Symbiotica's products are made clean and with intention. They don't contain seed oils or preservatives. My favorite is the magnesium. It helps with focus and sleep regulation. I also obviously love their liposomal vitamin C. I take those all the time, especially when I'm on planes. They're always in my carry-on bag. You guys have to get your hands on these products while their Black Friday sale is happening right now. Head over to Symbiotica.com for 25% off. That's Symbiotica.com for 25% off, and do something for your health today. It's about to be that month where a lot of shopping is going to ensue. I feel like at Thanksgiving, that's kind of when I start making my holiday list. I see people and I'm like, oh, what can I buy you this holiday season? Since we know we're about to be swiping our card a lot, Rakuten is the best way to save lots of money this holiday season because you can stack holiday sales and deals on top of cash back to maximize your savings at over 3,500 stores. Meaning you can go to Macy's, you can go to Walmart, you can go to Urban Outfitters. All of these places will give you the highest cash back rates of the year, all the way up to 15% cash back at some of your favorite other brands like Sephora, Kiehl's, Tarte Cosmetics. Rakuten also finds you the best deals, sales, and coupons. They do the work of searching for coupon codes so you save time and money. Plus, membership is free and it's easy to sign up. Join the 17 million members who are already saving. Start all your holiday shopping at Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app to start saving today. Your cash back really adds up.
Hi, this is Jonathan Fields, host of The Good Life Project, where each week I talk to listeners about investing in their future by increasing their own vitality. But when it comes to those financial goals, whether it be saving for a home renovation, growing your child's college fund, or travel, life can make it difficult to stay the course. By working with a dedicated Merrill advisor, you get a personalized plan and a clear path forward. Having the bull at your back helps your whole financial life move with you. So when your plans change, Merrill's with you every step of the way. Go to ml.com/bullish to learn more. Merrill, a Bank of America company. What would you like the power to do? Investing involves risk. Merrill Lynch, Pierce, Fenner & Smith Incorporated, registered broker-dealer, registered investment advisor, member SIPC.
Actually, wait, I kind of do want to say something. I've been seeing a lot of discourse online recently. And I just want to say, I do not watch Real Housewives of New York City. I don't watch anything on Bravo because it just I would need an instant beta blocker. I can't do it. But I want to come out with not the same opinion as everybody else. People are hating the new Real Housewives of New York City. I mean, they're going hard in their TikToks and in their comments. Mm-hmm. And I just
they're in their comments.
Yeah, just being this show sucks. You guys all suck. There's and everyone loved it last year and blah blah blah. I just want to say,
let's get a professional opinion right now.
I just want to say from a professional opinion, you like everyone when they're on for their first season. Why would they make the show that you don't like everyone? They want you to watch the show. So yes, you are going to like everyone when they're on for their first season. And everyone on that show was a first season cast member. I do think that we should give the Real Housewives of New York City a little bit of grace. It is very hard to film a reality TV show, and every single person on that cast has never filmed a reality TV show. They have no idea what is going on. And like, yeah, okay, they did their first season. They're like, okay, yeah, we know. And then it came out and they were like, yeah, we know how to film a reality TV show. Then they get hit with a second season and they have no one to turn to because no one's ever filmed a TV show before.
Mm-hmm. That is such a really important point. Speaking as people who came into a show,
yeah,
when you're the new people, you look around and there's a flow to how things go.
Correct.
It's basically like imagine shooting a movie and no one's ever shot a movie before.
No one's ever shot a movie.
And they're like, do it. You need a couple people who are like, this is how there's a flow to
100%.
it. This is how we shoot.
And that is one thing I will say about Summer House. Like coming in as a new person, we very quickly learned and were taught by the cast members that were already on the show. This is how you film and this is what happens. Yeah. And we like learned, but after we filmed our first season, then we came back our second season and still had more things to learn of like the flow and how what you talk about.
Let's be honest, for a good show to happen, you need certain characters,
100%.
You need a storyline, you need arcs, and it takes a lot of people. Like it is work, and it also is not just a bunch of people talking, even though it seems effortless like that. There's storylines that everyone has, and when people are like, oh, they're producing themselves, because you're literally told you need to have a storyline or you're kicked off the show.
Right. And I just think that that they did a real disservice to put together the perfect cast. It never happens. It's way too like it's so hard to get.
They should not have had everyone be green.
Be new,
they should have kept some legacy, and they shouldn't even be called legacy. They're alive.
So
they're still alive. They're still alive. But I think there is something important to be said about people who know the ropes and know how to make a good season. Yeah. And I also want to say one more thing, since we're laying it all out there.
Yeah.
The reason people's first seasons, they make you likable is because if something's going to happen to you later on, people have to care.
Yeah.
And no one cares if they never felt connected to you in the first place.
Right.
So a lot of people come in and their first season, they get shown in like the best possible light. Mm-hmm. And then their second season or third season is normally when shit's the fan, and they're like, how could this happen? I did the same thing I did last season. And it's like, well, now we're not introducing you anymore. We're now using you for storylines.
Like I've seen so many things cut from my own show, from other shows, because it's like, well, nobody would care because nobody cares about that person, or nobody cares about this drama. Like,
there are a lot of times where you're like, how did only one person be the only drama all season? No, there was other drama, but they knew that it wasn't what the audience wanted to see.
Right. And so I think like everyone coming so hard at them for their second season, like they're unable to be like, we don't know how to film the show. Yeah. Like they can't come out and say that, but it's like,
not their fault. But
no.
I also think they didn't even know while filming the second season what they didn't know.
Right. Like they didn't know like, oh, the second season, it's not as good as the first season. Like they had no idea because like they don't have anything to go off of.
And also, if they're listening, shout out. If you're cast on a TV show, you can never believe what they've made you look like. Because once you believe you're the person that they're putting on TV, then you're believing the hype of yourself, which is not true. It's still a character.
I just think there's such like a learning curve in doing reality TV. Like I am certainly not the person I was when I did my first season of reality TV. I'm not even the person I was when I filmed this last summer. Like there's such a learning curve and there's such like different aspects of it. And the best advice I ever got from someone was 50% of people are going to hate you, 50% of people are going to love you, and neither of them are right because they don't know you actually. So like, I used to watch the show when I was like, when we would get it before it would air. Now, like, it's not, it's the way I feel about Instagram comments. It's actually none of my business anymore. Like once it's out, once your art is out into the world, you don't own it anymore. So like for me to watch it and go through like what I think viewers are thinking when they watch it, like that's too much anxiety. Like so I can't watch it.
I was told something similar. I was told you can't believe the hype or the hate, because if you start believing the hype about yourself, then naturally you're going to believe the hate also. And people are just judging based on the oversimplified version of you. And it's true. I actually just watched this documentary about WWE. About Vince McMahon. It was a long documentary, but WWE is all storylines. And the way they get a good storyline is getting emotion from people. So he said once they'd get someone, and they wouldn't know if the fans would like or hate the person, but they just needed a reaction. And if a guy walked up and people booed, he was happy because it means the audience is engaged. But if a guy walked up to fight and no one did anything, he was like, this isn't gonna work.
I'm done.
So they needed to at least get people to love or hate. I mean, at least people are talking about Roni, but I guess they're mad that it's boring.
I guess they're saying like they're not watching it. It's a boring blah, blah, blah. But I just think like give them a little grace. They're figuring out how to film a TV show. This is only the second time they've been on TV. Like they don't. But then you could say the same for Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, that like they were all new too.
True.
But
they crushed it.
But they like have been crushing it. But I just think there's a lot of pressure in New York because their first season, they hyped up so much. Like every single article was like, New York City's back. These are the best women in New York City. And so like, I think it gave like the viewer like, oh, they're going to perform the way we're used to New York City performing.
You guys, this is the realest reality TV lore you're getting right now. With Salt Lake City, they had to prove themselves. They came on being like, why you're Utah? Like, who gives a, we don't even understand your religion. We don't understand your families. We don't know who you guys are. Why should we care?
Yeah, why should we care?
And these women gave everything. Yeah. They gave everything.
I mean, they went to jail. For a season.
But New York, I think Bravo really wanted to make sure and guarantee that the audience was going to like the new New York and not miss the old New York. So they pushed it so hard to be so good. And it's almost like they didn't earn it. And they were just given like, you're the new people and you guys are great.
Yeah.
And then I think the girls are protecting this brand that they were just given and they didn't earn. And I don't mean this, like obviously they've worked hard in some capacity with what they could do.
Yeah.
But no one's gone to jail.
It's harder to film a reality TV show than people think, and it's harder to give like good entertainment and have good flow and not harp on situations for too long and get to the next moment, but also like give enough context to the moments. Like it's not as easy as people think.
It's very difficult, especially a friend group. I think also, what would you do if you were Bravo? Would you bring back Dorinda and Luann and try to force a friendship there?
I don't think I would, because it's almost like we're past that. Like if they had done that in the first season, like they kept Sonia and Luann and then they brought in the new girls, I think that maybe would have helped. Even if they got rid of Sonia and Luann like in the second season or in the third season, it still would have given the new girls like something to go off of. I think like genuinely... And I've met a lot of the Real Housewives of New York City, like the new ones, and they're all very lovely and nice. And so I do think like giving them a little bit of grace of like, okay, let them film again and like it will get better as time goes on. But second season is hard for any cast member, let alone an entire show of all second season cast members.
Yeah, I mean, also, I just want to preface this. This is coming from two people. I've never seen a minute of the new Roni.
I have not watched a second of this season. Like, I also need to say that.
But everything we just said is
a fact. Is true and is a fact. Because I just kept seeing videos of, like, it sucks, this is why it's bad, and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah. Okay, well, none of the people making the videos, none of you have filmed a reality TV show, so I don't think you actually know why it's bad. And, like, so I felt like I had to say, like, it's not bad. It's just... it's harder for them. Like, I will say, when we came on to Summer House, like, we did have very good cast members who were like, this is, now we're going to do this. And now we're going to do that.
Our first season, while they were introducing us and they were like repeating how many times I played tennis and you were talking about you love fashion outfits, that couldn't have sustained the first season. We needed other people's messy storylines.
Right.
So what happened is the first season, everyone was just introducing themselves and they're like, this is so fun. Second season, we don't give a fuck. We know who you are.
Yeah.
Show me what you're bringing to the table if you want to do reality TV.
I'm just going to say this too. It is very nerve-wracking filming a television show that you have no control of the edit. So like, yeah, they're watching what they say because they don't want to get canceled or they don't want to be the most hated.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they're
Yeah.
nervous. Like, wouldn't you be nervous?
It's once you're liked, it's hard because you want to keep that. So
Right.
then you're like, when they ask you like, hey, can you bring up this problem? You're like, what?
Yeah, like, I don't want to be the one.
I don't want. Why would I risk it? And then you have a bunch of people who are trying to save face. That's not. You think anyone in Vanderpump ever tried to save face?
Right. They're nervous that like everyone's going to hate them. And it's so easy to be like, who cares what people think? And I am such a split personality when it comes to that. Like, I want everyone to like me, but also then I'll get into moods where like, I don't give a fuck if you like me or not.
Yeah.
But it's
to cope.
it's a constant battle of like, wait,
Being
this
perceived.
episode's going to come out and I'm going to be perceived and people are either going to love or hate me. And in reality, I've never met any of them. And so like I think they're all just like kind of going through it a little bit, and I do like feel for them that like so many people are like not liking it, and that's got to be tough because like you do go through a filming season and you're like, that was hard.
I do think the best shows are on reality TV is when there's an understanding within the cast that everyone's going to have their ups and downs, but together we're making a good show.
Yeah.
And I think that's where there's been like ups and downs with Summer House, when it became less about like us making a good show and instead trying to like push people out or that kind of thing, or be like, who's the man of the group or whatever, which has happened with Vanderpump. But when everyone could be like, put our heads down, let's do a good show. But then it's hard because you don't know who's might come out looking the worst when it airs.
Right.
So you're like, why should I? It becomes about egos.
After you're done filming, like I feel like Love Island this year actually did like kind of explained it a little better. Like Leah came out of the house and had no idea people loved her because she had no idea what was being shown and like what the other perspectives were. So like Real Housewives of New York City, they filmed and then they had no idea who was going to be loved or hated. And so then they go into like it airing and they're like scrambling of like, well, I didn't say this then and this, and like I had this conversation before. And so then you try and backtrack and it's like
on Bravo, it's, you know, a little bit more because Love Island, it's going out every day.
Yeah.
With Bravo, you know by the questions that you're being asked in interviews.
Yeah.
So you'll see in an interview, or you'll hear that everyone's talking about you in interviews. So you're like, oh, shoot, I think I'm the problem. But it's like they're also, everyone could have been talking about someone else. So it's like,
Right.
it's basically like after a hangout, which group are then you hanging out with of who's talking about who. You could talk about anyone after the hangout. So anyway, it's interesting perspective. And I think like WWE is a perfect example of how like you need people that you like and people that you hate, but that it's not always accurate and they don't always know how people are going to respond. With that said, is this why there's some like rumors going around that you might join Roni?
That okay.
Who started that? Daphne
literally started that. No, I don't know who started that, but like it's a different production company. So like it's not just Bravo being like, and hey, we're gonna put you on this show now. Like my contract is with my production company, and like so it's not as easy, I think, as people would think. Now if someone said, hey, we want you to be on Real Housewives of New York City next year and not Summer House, like would I do that? I would definitely think about it. Like I would definitely have to weigh like certain pros and cons, because that's me going into, that would be a repeat of me going into an established friend group and then like having to film with them. And like I wouldn't have a friend. And so like I would actually be really nervous to do that. Would it probably fit with my lifestyle now better? 100%. It doesn't really even cross my mind day to day because it's like I'm on Summer House. So like that's my show. I don't need to be on Real Housewives of New York City. But the only reason I wanted to say all of this was because I felt bad like that they were all, not that I even know the drama or the storylines, but I felt bad seeing that they were all getting such hate. And I was like, they're all a second season cast. They don't know what they don't know.
As they say in sports, they're a young team.
They're a young team.
They're young
team and they're rebuilding, and I think we have to give them a little bit of grace. Yeah, let's do it how the men do it when they support their favorite teams that suck. They're a young team.
It's weird because I guess people have been saying like, oh, it's boring, but you can't get mad at the girls necessarily. It's a group project, you know.
It's a full group project. You can't get mad at like just one because she's not giving. It's like, okay, well, this one's not giving this, and it's a group project.
And not to have toxic positivity, but it takes one person sleeping with another person's husband, and then you have Sandoval and Vanderpump's back. So maybe let's keep our eyes open.
Yeah.
And our legs. Oh, goodness gracious. I had one more note about cats.
Okay. Yes, and we'll take it.
Which I was talking to you a little bit about, but I realized I have a joke in my Netflix special. I don't know if I put it in it. Anyway, it's about how cats just have really bad PR. And dogs have like amazing PR, and cats' PR is horrible. Like the pickleball PR and dog PR, I think work together.
Yeah.
Because every dog in every movie is like the best friend, and he's there for him, and that Marley and Me and Air Bud, they play basketball. Cats in movies are always an afterthought. They're never part of the storyline.
Yep.
It's always like there's a cat sleeping in the background, not dealing with anyone, or sitting on the villain's lap. So associating it with evil, or a witch, and like cursing people. And no one sees how cats actually are. Like, so when people like you get a cat and you're like, oh my God, I had no idea. It's not your fault. The media has
brainwashed me.
The media's brainwashed you. And there's a war on cats in the media.
There's a war.
Because if I was actually show like a TV show of Hannah with my who has a cat, you wake up, my cat's sleeping with me. Get up to eat, the cat's coming with me. We go watch TV, the cat's with me. But in movies, the cat doesn't want to be on camera.
Involved. Here's the thing. Cats are just so private.
Cats are like, I'm not pretending to cuddle with you with this man with a like huge camera in my face. Like, I'm not getting involved with that.
Yeah. I would dare to say cats have boundaries. And we should take a note.
Dogs are a little attention whory. Did I say on the pod how Des lost his dog? I think I did. He lost this dog in Ireland,
and he it was like with a new family by nighttime.
It was Nathan sleeping in a new family's bed at night. Butter would never.
No, Daphne might if there's tuna treats.
Let's be honest. You've been gone for a couple days and Daphne's not happy.
She's not happy.
And she has full-time cat sitting. She has a rotating...
Here's the thing. She's such a bitch. Daphne is her mom. I mean, she lashes out and then she's like, sorry. And I'm like, it's fine. You're so cute. She has round the clock care. This bitch was not alone she was alone for like, I'm not kidding, 8 hours. My brother left on a Sunday night and I was arriving on a Monday morning. Like, she truly was not alone for more than 12 hours. On my living room carpet, I got the stain up, but the smell it's suffocating me. It's killing me. I had to put all my windows up and like shut the doors last night to like air it out. I literally have to move. And I'm like, why did you do that? I'm like, did you literally do that just because you were like alone for a couple hours until I got home? And
I think you spoiled her. You spoiled her. So she like, whenever she's alone, she's like, this is unheard of.
She's like, I'm not doing this. She's like, because she knows, I think she knows like I clean everything up immediately. And she's like, this will get her home.
Maybe she didn't love that she wasn't the first grid post in your last Instagram dump.
But she doesn't have Instagram, so how would she know? Except if you told her.
Cats actually know what's going on at all times. I don't know how. I want to let you guys know we have a couple tickets left in Orlando coming up this weekend on Saturday. So, because we added another show in Orlando. So get tickets if you're going to be in Orlando. And then we have Connecticut, Ohio, Windsor, and a couple tickets left in New York. So go to gigglysquad.com.
We also have holiday merch coming out. That will be on Friday.
I'm very excited about this drop. Like, it's top tier.
Yeah.
We worked really hard on designing it.
And we have our last couple of Giggly Squad shows. It's the home stretch. It's the
It's all
last
coming
couple of
together.
outfits.
Keep your head up, guys.
I'm going to push through.
We love you so much. And thank you for giggling with us always. Bye.